Listen, we talked about Cam Newton last year. People said it was a make or break year for him. Year 5 for Cam. He's got his contract extension, his big deal. He said all he wants to do is win. Talk about how you've seen him evolve as a quarterback.
Well, I think when you go back and you look what we did at the end of the year, the different style of offense that we implemented, the no-huddle, hurry-up offense, which seemed to really play to his strengths. I think by doing those things, opening up the offense, giving him the opportunity to check a little bit more, I thought he took advantage of that. I thought he took charge of the offense, the offensive unit, and listening to what you guys were talking about in terms of the QB rating in the second half of the year being so much higher, it's true, because if you go back and look at the things that we've done in the month of December, I think we got a record of something like 15-3 or 16-3 or something like that. So we've been very productive once we get into December. I do agree. I'd like to see us do it from the very beginning. One of the things that we're trying to work with Cam is that's a consistency of playing better early on, early in practice. I've noticed, we've talked about putting him in those positions. We've done those things so far with him, trying to get him to take charge of the offense earlier in practice so that we start getting used to that from the beginning.
Yeah, it is nice that your quarterback seems to step up to the occasion when these games get bigger, and we have really seen an evolution of Cam throughout his NFL career. He made the playoffs a couple of years ago. That's step one. And then you guys get a victory in the postseason last year. That's step 2. And obviously, you like to continue to progress as a coach year to year. What has to happen, Coach, in your opinion, for this team to continue to go even further in the postseason?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that, the formula we've had the last 2 seasons when we've won, when we've played really well, has been we've rushed for well over 100 yards a game. We've taken the pressure off the quarterback by doing that, and we've got to consistently do that this season. The other thing we got to do is start real fast on the defensive side. Each year that we've played defensively in the second half of the season, we've played so much better. We need to do that throughout the season. So again, as we talk about it, run the ball effectively early on, take the pressure off the quarterback, and then defensively start fast, stay strong.
Hey, Ron, this is Coach Herm. Good to see you again, my friend. Last time we spoke, we were in Tahoe in a different situation. We were playing golf. Now you're coaching. I'm getting ready to ask you a question, and it's really about your offensive line. Michael Orr, you bring in with you. That thing has to get solidified, I think, if you want to have a running game, obviously, or even a passing game. How's that shaping up for you?
It's shaping up real well, Herm. It really is shaping up nicely. I'm excited about that group. I think with Michael, working with John Matsko, Ray Brown, 2 coaches he knows very well. He's worked with Coach Matsko before. He really seems to be back in shape, back in form, and we're excited about it. He's healthy. He had a good offseason, and he's assimilated very well to the rest of the offense. The 2 rookie guards from last season, they're back, both Turner and Norwell. I think those 2 guys add something very physical inside. And then Mike Remmers, who became very solid starter for us at the right tackle, he's back as well. And then you throw in again Ryan Khalil. He's the anchor. He's the all-pro who's been there. Those 5 guys seem to be working very, very nicely together as a group. I'm excited about that. But what I'm also excited about is the possibility of our depth. I think we've got some really good young football players that have stepped up, that have played a lot for us in the past as well. And there seem to be solid guys for our depth as far as the backup in that group. They seem to be really working nicely. So that's a huge plus for us, because this question is answered now. Last season, that question wasn't answered going into the regular season, and we paid for it because we didn't play as well as we would like to in the first half. But the second half, when that unit came together, they played very well in 5 of the last 6 games. We showed it. We rushed well over 100 yards in all 6 of those last games, and it really gave us the opportunity to compete. And right into the playoffs, we competed well.